The ruck contest, Anderlin gets it down towards Scown, robbed off him though by O'Connor, rides a bump, gets away, gets the handball to that man in question, Felbin, from 45 metres out, chips the ball towards a Coley, doesn't sit for him, he might be able to get back on it, he does, tries to get it away to Forbes, kick though was from Harrington, it was smothered by Hood, he got the kick back towards the goal square, in fact it's been taken away with the wind, and it will be a boundary throw in the left forward pocket for Thomson.
Actually, it was just a poor execution of the kick from Troy Feldman to Coley. Would have been fair.
No doubt about that.
So a boundary throw in the left forward pocket. And Lowther does the ruck work of Coley front and centre, gives it away to Lowther. Tried to kick it off the ground. Did he? He did. Hit the post and through for one behind. He was sort of mid-motion when he got tackled, and it dribbled along the ground, but it was one behind. So Thomson go to 5-7-37. They lead North Geelong 2-6-18. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. A minute played.
So Harrington to kick in for North Geelong. Lovely kick and great mark by Greed out there. Handball to Scown. Over the top, chips it to Ferguson. Takes the mark on the wing and he's away and running.
Inboard.
Has a bounce. Comes back inboard. Oh, he's run a fair way.
Oh, he can't go that far, umpire.
I reckon he ran 40 yards. The umpire
walked to Queensland.
Yeah. The umpire finally blew the whistle, and that's a pity because it was a wonderful build-up from North Geelong there. They moved the ball well out of defence, and the free kick has gone back now to Sabali Armstrong on half-back flank. Handball, no, he's had to give it over to Dowie, and Dowie now for Thomson. Long kick into the bruise, over the head there. Well, running onto it was Forbes. Picked it up, handball a little bit hot for Nick Maharis. He's pulled the ground without the footy. Play on, said the umpire. And the ball goes strongly into the half-forward area for North Geelong. The Thomson defenders left it for one another. Michael Rowe picks up the footy. He's gone towards half-forward. Well, Longstaff dropped what he should have taken. Now he's under pressure. Handballs the ball clear. Comes to Flack. Off one step on the left foot. Flack to full forward. Roberts again in the way. Check side. Gets it toward the boundary along the ground and out of bounds in the defensive area for the Thomson side. So it's out of bounds at 50, ball about to come in.
So it'll be ruck work to be done by, Longstaff. I think in the end he gets it down to the front of the pack, close to the boundary line again. Don't think their players can keep it in, can they? Yes, they can. Handball away. Came back towards O'Connor. He's going to get wrapped up, but got it away in the end to Harriet. He turns around, chips the ball out towards Sabali Armstrong. It all holds up. Oh, dangerous. Smith's there. Armstrong did well. Feigned the handball and then chipped the ball towards half back. Lawson gave it away to McLeod. Had to get around away from a couple. Does so. Uses his pace. Goes with a kick. Holds it up for a Coley who goes up. Can't take the mark off hands. The back of the pack, Forbes got it away. Handball. Chopped off by Fries. His handball also was smothered, but second effort was pretty good. Got it away to Scown. Bit of room now on centre wing to chip the ball okay to Bowman. And he takes the mark. On centre wing, was going to handball to Scown. In the end, he chips it 5 metres to Zitko. Oh, very lucky, Mario, I think.
I think that's where their game's falling down a little bit. Those little chip passes and not being direct enough.
Zitko goes towards Smith. He's outnumbered. Bowman, though, followed up. High kick towards the goal square. One-on-one Rose there. Keeps his eyes on it. And does he take the mark? No, play on the call. Anderton did well. Got it away to Stolk under pressure. His kick over the shoulder towards Todd McLeod. He needs to run onto it now. Does it sit for him? No, it doesn't. It's out of bounds, and we will have a boundary throw in.
Half-time GDFL scores. Corio 15 goals, 8. Lead Inverleigh 6 goals, 8. Geelong West 5 goals, 1. East Geelong 6 goals, 8. Anarchy 3 goals, 4. Belpost Hill 10-6. Winchelsea 10 goals, 10. Belmont Lions 6 goals, 2. And Bannockburn 3-3, their quarter-time score. Werribee Central's 10 goals, 7.
Do you think we can move the commentary box? There's some bloke.
Sorry, Eric, I didn't take any notice. I've just seen how you eat a pie in 2 mouthfuls.
I've seen that somewhere before.
It's a ball up for North Geelong in attack. About 40 metres out from their goal. Greed off a step. Kick was partly smothered. Now a foot race. Roberts leads out. Kicks from mid-air. Back North Geelong with the numbers. Flax there. Gets around on his left boot towards the goal square. Which way is it going to bounce through? For one behind. So the Magpies go to 2-7-19. They trail Thomson 5-7-37. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard 5 minutes played.
So 5 minutes, Laurie, one behind each. So it's still a battle of defences. As Armstrong about to bring the ball back for Thomson. Looking for options. May have to go long, I think.
Would you like some sauce, Dick?
Long kick from Armstrong, well outside 50, in front Weiss, drops the mark unfortunately. Ball comes
Good
clear.
play.
Great running play by Riley, accepts a handball, goes to a half forward, at the back, the umpire didn't pay the mark, comes to by hand to Barnett, by hand again over to Pocklington on the ground. The ball comes to the middle of the ground and McLeod of Thomson is anchored under the ball, just chips it. Oh, it's a dangerous chip, but Dan O'Connor in amongst three North Geelong players has taken...
Good umpiring there.
Why can you not...
Well, he didn't go
play
behind
on?
his mark.
Well, do you have to if you take a mark?
Well,
Aren't you allowed to play on nowadays?
yeah, I think you are, Eric.
Oh, just set you in the box.
So...
We're not going to have a blue here.
No, but, O'Connor now. Now he's called the play on. It's a shocking kick from him, and it's fallen into the arms, which I believe, of Terry Nankervis. Well, lucky's a fortune.
Coley.
Nankervis it was. Goes to half forward. Players fall to ground, and Scown has taken the mark. So Brad Scown of North goes across the ground to Weiss. Weiss takes the mark and plays on quickly, kicks it long towards half forward, looking for Zitko. Behind him is Dowie. Ball comes to ground. Dowie first back on it. He's pushed in the back, said the umpire, so gets the free kick. Whoa, that's a terrible chip, and puts O'Connor under awful pressure, but he's good enough to get away with it. Handball now to Baxter. He has found a teammate in Lawson, and Lawson on half-back for Thomson has taken them out. They're certainly mucking about with it. Ball to half forward, almost a free kick to O'Coley, not paid. Forbes, kick off the ground. It's too strong for Feldman. It's over his head. The ball is at full forward Lowther. Tried to use his body. Well, Hood, he crumbed at the front of the pack, hooks it over the shoulder. It is a magnificent shot, but...
Good play by Greed.
He punched the ball through, but he's landed, thank goodness for padding on goalpost. That's all I can say, because he hit that very, very hard, but he's okay. Behind to Thomson, they go to 5-8-38. They lead North Geelong 2-7-19. Lexington win the third quarter scoreboard, 7.5 minutes gone.
Harrington with the ball at full back as Greed's in the hands of the trainers, and I think he might be coming off for a rest. No, he's all right now. He's okay. He's recovered. So Harrington with the ball. He likes to go to the outer side. 65-metre kick. Looking for Fisher, but he had a couple against him. He pushed both of them out of the way, but it was a push in the back. And I think Nick Maharis may take the free kick.
Didn't do Brett Annett much good, actually. He got hooked up as he went down.
Maharis chips the ball to O'Connor. Still in the middle of the ground. Now he can go towards a Coley. Holds up in the breeze, though. Now in front, Weiss, off hands to the side of the pack. Fisher just ran into Riley. And Thomson with the ball. Hood gets it back towards Riley. Off hands of Coley. Dangerous in this situation. Got the handball away to McLeod. Off a step towards the goal square past Feldman. And through for one behind. So Thomson go to 5-9-39. And they lead North Geelong 2-7-19. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes played.
Sometimes a fairly dangerous ploy, that, Laurie, the shepherd when the ball's so far away. I don't really condone that too much.
No.
But the ball kicked in by Harrington short into the back pocket, and mark taken by Fryers, chipped short once again, and playing the possession game at the moment.
Well, they've got to get the ball moving, Eric. They're behind on the scoreboard, and they've got used to the breeze.
Exactly. Barnett for North Geelong. Goes long now, kicks it over the centre. Long kick, it's going to fall straight into the arms at the back of the pack. Brett Anderton forces the ball, knocked him over backwards.
His legs are right now.
He's come good. But now he chips the ball inboard, finds Savali Armstrong. And, well, that's really the other side of the equation, Laurie. Thomson have only got to keep control. They don't have to score, do they?
Well, the other side can afford to chip it and wait till they get the right opportunity to go forward, because they're against the breeze and they've got the score on the board.
So the ball off hands at half forward for Thomson. Oh, great mark, Dan O'Connor. Put the hands up, brought to ground by Elzinger. So good passage there for Thomson. O'Connor looking to handball the ball off. Now decides to kick long. Gee, gets under that. It's gone high, wide and handsome. Turn round, Brett Hood. He had no idea where the football was, and when I reminded him to keep your eye on the foot, he turned round and fell into his arms. So Brent Hood, 35 metres out, very, very acute angle, would take a very good kick from there. For anyone who knows the Thomson ground, he's right in front of the scoreboard, which is on the northeast corner of the ground. Brent Hood kicked in the man on the mark. Terrible kick. Players at full forward right now, just outside the 10-metre square. The umpire has put the whistle on play, and we'll put the ball in the air just outside the 10-metre square. 10 minutes gone, third quarter. 5-9 plays 2-7. Thomson in front as the ball goes up once again. Lowther grabs the footy, gets at the ball. Well, he's had 2 shots at goal and missed out both times because it's been blocked off the boot. The ball comes back outside 50. Nick Maharis in good position, takes a mark. He gets a call from Anderton at half forward. The kicker's not good enough, but mopping up there is Riley. Does well, hooks it around the body to full forward. 1-on-1, Lowther has the ball sport by Fisher from behind. Scown runs over the footy. Also overrunning the footy there for Thomson was Lawson, but Brett Fisher across the face of goal, picked up by Feldman, over to McLeod, tries to beat too many, gets the ball to boot, but in the goal square once again. Brett Fisher has got back, and they're all trying to be heroes, Laurie. There could have been a couple of handballs to better position before that shot on goal, maybe.
Yeah, they're just blazing away both sides, aren't they? Turn it over and every time they get the football.
So Fisher now in the goal square, decides to go long. Oh, the big torpedo. It's a big torpedo. Oh, one-handed mark by Nick Maharis, if you don't mind. And has taken the mark on centre wing. They reckon the torpedo was hard to mark, Laurie. He made that look easy. So Maharis now looking for options. Here comes the lead from Lawson. It's honoured and takes the strong mark overhead. Now kicks long. That's a better looking kick towards the full forward position. Big pack of players. Hood at the front. Also Forbes on the right foot has hooked it right across.
Gee, it must be difficult out there to kick.
That would have been interesting had it got in the points, because the goal umpire, I thought, moved the wrong way. He's gone back the other side. However, it's out of bounds on the full, and Elzinger now. Oh, dangerous ball. Oh,
pay the penalty.
Magnificent mark. Gee, Forbes read that well. He was 25 metres from Brett Fisher, saw Elzinger change direction in the way he was going to kick, ran very, very hard to the contest, and in fact outmarked Brett Fisher over the top. So now Marcus Forbes, I guess similar position, Laurie, to where he kicked the goal in the first quarter.
Yeah, and he would have learned from the other kickers. Fairly windy there.
So Forbes now 40 metres out.
Oh,
well, he's got it off the instep, I reckon. Out of bounds on the full, no score.
That's so a Barry Crocker, that one.
So at 12.5 minutes into the third quarter, 5-9 Thomson, lead North Geelong 2-7.
I suspect Troy Elzinger with the ball now won't kick across goal this time. He might kick down the line, or he's looking that way. So Elzinger with the football in the right back pocket for North Geelong.
The trouble is that Thomson got a fair wally if you get your eye back here, and if they bomb it, it's just going to be picked up and kicked back in.
Anderton, Maharis, Baxter and Lawson all there. He goes towards Flack. Anderton's against him. There he is, and he takes the mark easily at half forward. Pretty congested between him and the goal, though. There's 6 players on the other side of the centre. He goes towards Lowther in front. No mark taken by Elzinger, off hands. Coming through Forbes. Oh. And Troy Elzinger might be in a bit of strife here. Forbes has come in for a shepherd, and
come on, there'll be a fine here.
So there's a pretty big fracas going on here at half forward, but the ball is played on. That's the way they should do it. North Geelong's got the ball. Barnett, they might kick a goal here. He's in the middle of the ground. He's taken a bounce. He goes to the left foot kick towards the leader, Paul Smith. He goes towards Roberts, and I think it's out of bounds in the right forward pocket for North Geelong. So they've got about 6 players each at the fall of the ball. The rest of the players are at the other end of the ground.
That's the way to fix up a bit of a ruckus, isn't it?
Yep, just get rid of the footy. Keep going the footy, and the ball will be thrown in North Geelong's forward line, about 35 metres around from their goal. It'll be Lawson and also Ferguson to the ruck contest. Stolk through the middle, tried to get a kick away, couldn't do so effectively. Now through the middle of the pack, oh, who's that? Barnett, did he get one high? Yes, said the umpire, and we'll shoot for goal from 35 metres out, slight angle.
Well, it was a bad play then on Noel Riley. He should have
only had to grab him.
Only had to grab him then, rather than try and put a bump on. It's always harder to bump and put a tackle on.
The umpires just need to take a bit of control, don't they? Because one incident
flares up.
Causes a bit of a flare.
So Barnett comes in now. 30 metres out. Left foot kick through the middle.
He's got it.
So his first of the afternoon, and for North Geelong, that is their third. They go to 3-7-25. They trail Thomson 5-9-39. Lexa Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes played.
Well, I suppose, Laurie, there might be some argument for the flare-up because it's broken Thomson's concentration and North Geelong capitalised.
Well, it certainly fixed that wall across the middle, didn't it? All the guys in the wall went for the wall which was in the middle of the ground.
I thought the free kick went the wrong way, to be quite candid, after the melee there. I thought the free kick was going to Thomson, but wasn't to be.
I think the umpires forgotten when they saw the ball spill out the pack and thought that'll do, let it go.
So back in the middle at 16 minutes now into the third quarter. Umpire Santa Spirito to put the ball in the air again. Anderton and Weiss, they've done it all day and they go again. Ball goes up. Anderton gets a tap down. O'Connor can't control it, comes back on it. Handball out wide to McLeod. He tries to elude a couple of players and, well, that's the rule of the day. Dropping the ball, there's no doubt in the wide world. He's pinged and Scown takes the pursuing free kick. Across the ground towards half forward. Baxter from behind, punches the ball hard and finds the safety of the boundary. So the ball now between wing and half forward for North Geelong. They probably need to make a bit of a burst here, Laurie. They'd need 3 or 4 goals now before three-quarter time to really put themselves in the game.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, certainly.
So the ball, once again, comes in. Harris does the ruck work. Baxter comes in to help, punches toward the boundary, and Thomson going about 5 metres towards the centre wing before the ball goes over the boundary once again. So about to come in. As the boundary umpire now puts the ball in. Weiss and Anderton. Harriet in there to help. Weiss picks it up. He's tackled to the ground. McLeod tried to soccer off the ground. Doesn't make contact. Ball comes forward by hand from Baxter. And still a bit of feeling certainly out there amongst players of both sides. As the ball is once again giving this boundary umpire a little bit of work for a few minutes here in the third quarter. The ball comes in. Up high there was Lawson. There's a bump on play and the umpire has seen fit to give it to North Geelong. Some of these ruck decisions are fairly hard to interpret. But the free kick has gone to, well, Weiss finally. Now handball's over to Flack. Flack with the aid of a shepherd there from Weiss. Flack from 60 is a huge kick. It's going to land in the goal.
Good mark.
Mark taken falling backwards is Michael Rowe. So the Thomson defence now making sure that he can't run around. As Rowe now in the impossible position, runs around, does the check side, and as
missed everything, I think.
Goal umpire looking for the boundary umpire, but Michael Rowe has a behind. A behind to North Geelong. They go to 3-8-26. They trail Thomson 5-9-39. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 18.5 minutes gone.
So Armstrong from fullback for Thomson to do the kicking in, and he's got Anderton in the middle with Lawson and Harriet also, so he might go down the middle. No, he's elected to come towards the commentary box side at half back, looking for Nick Maharis, who goes up. Bowman does well in front. Roberts off a step, goes towards Anderton now. He's got McLeod in support, and also Riley. He drops the footy, Scowns against him. Might come to McLeod now. Tries to get it away. O'Connor and Scown fight hard for it on the ground. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So in between wing and half forward flank, North Geelong just into attack.
Three-quarter time, MCG Melbourne 12 goals, 14 lead. Port Adelaide 8 goals, 8.
So ball up. Weiss uses his body, gets it back towards the boundary line. Bowman was there. Left foot kick towards Smith. Roberts from behind. In the middle of it, Rowe once again. Dragged off the footy. Falls to Greed back on the ground. Left foot kick around the corner to Zitko, standing in the goal square by himself. And he takes the mark and will shoot for goal. And bring North Geelong a little bit closer. So kicking from only 5 metres out with the new white boots on.
Brett Anderton having a discussion with the trailing umpire, which he's entitled to do, looking for interpretations of rules, and don't think he's very happy about the decision that he's getting.
But Zitko is happy with his goal. He's put it through, and for North Geelong, That is their fourth. They go to 4.8.32. They trail Thomson at 5.9.39. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes played.
Laurie, that's not bad for the game when you see a trailing umpire being questioned by a player in the right manner. There was no animosity. I watched them closely. The umpire was giving his interpretation of what he saw the rule, and Anderton, whilst not happy with it, was accepting it.
Yeah, well, that's good, yeah. That's the way it should be. Another couple of kick goals from North Geelong will be pretty important for them.
So the ball back with the umpire. It goes in the air. Anderton and comes down to Ferguson at the... in fact, it was Rowe. Kicked it long to half. Oh, Zitko again. Just a little bit too tall for Stock on that occasion. And has taken the mark. Chips it across the ground looking for... that's Bowman, who's drifted into the forward half. But Thomson, well, they're being out-bustled at the present moment. Picked up by Green. Terrific smother there. Comes to Michael Rowe. Rowe from 35 metres out, puts it on the boot. He's pretty happy with it. And the goal umpire has agreed with him. So Michael Rowe's kicked his second. And the North Geelong side are right back in the game. 5.8.38. They trail Thomson by 1 point. 5.9.39. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 21 and a half minutes gone. So yeah, plenty of time.
Well, the North Geelong boys put a bit of pressure on the guys with the footy then, and were around the football, made it spill out, and I thought it was nearly going to be home when Creed got it, because he's a fairly good kick, and just bound off at that Michael Rowe boy. He's playing a good game as well. He presents himself, doesn't he?
Well, he's a competitor, isn't he?
Oh, sure is.
So back to the middle, point the difference. Late stage of the third term. Weiss and Anderton in the middle. Free kick found by the umpire, and too many in the square, or jumping into the square for North Geelong. So free kick to Thomson, and Anderton got it away by a hand to O'Connor. Right foot kick towards half forward. Forbes takes the mark. Half forward flank Lowther gives him a lead. He elects to go further afield. Long kick towards the goal square. Holds up now. Stone.
Oh,
good mark. In fact, it was Nankervis.
Great mark under pressure.
Had three North Geelong players on him. And a chance for Terry Nankervis to get a quick reply for Thomson.
You call Stone. I think he's on the bench, I think.
Yes, he is.
Nankervis, point.
Tried to kick it around the corner into the wind, and it's only one behind. So Thomson go to 5.10.40, and they lead North Geelong 5.8.38. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 22 and a half minutes played.
So Harrington now kicks in quickly, goes to half foot. Rowe was the target, can't take the mark. Good work by Feldman, or almost kicking in danger perhaps, against Michael Rowe, and free kick will come back to Noel Riley, who's 60 metres from goal. Comes inboard, high kick, and a big pack of play.
Yes.
Oh, from the back of the
Mark.
pack, Marcus Forbes. There was about 5 in front of him, but he flew high from the back, took the mark actually on his chest, and the man on the mark now 30 metres from goal, almost directly in front. And to say Thomson need a goal is probably an understatement, Laurie. They've
well, it's in the right man's hands, I think, Eric.
They've struggled hard in this quarter.
And I do believe the wind's dropped just a little bit.
So Forbes, the wind's got that, it's taken it to the left, and another behind. So the wrong kicking boots for Thomson this quarter, 5.11.41. They lead North Geelong, excuse me, 5.8.38. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 23 and a half minutes gone.
And Nick Maharis off and Tim Gardner on.
So Harrington with the football at fullback. Tries to chip the ball, it's okay. Finds Elzinger, still inside defensive 50. He chips the ball over the top as well, finds Scown at 50. He chips the ball to Cranage, runs along the wing, goes towards half forward, Baxter one-on-one with Flack, did well, used the body, could nearly kick it from there, 55 metres out, just pops it up for Zitko, who did well, read the play.
Simon Flack's hurt himself too.
Dowie didn't keep his eye on the ball, Zitko did, turned around at the right time, and with the ball holding up in the breeze, he took the mark, and a chance to kick his second.
Hamstring?
Looks a bit proppy, Simon Flack.
Yeah.
But Zitko is 25 metres out directly in front. We'll see if he can put his second on the board for the quarter and give North Geelong the lead. He comes in now. Good kick off the boot. No problems with that. Mario Zitko's second. And it is the sixth for North Geelong. They go to 6.8.44. They lead Thomson 5.11.41. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 25 minutes played.
Well, perhaps might see what Thomson's made of now, Laurie. They've lost the lead probably for the first time in the game, and they need to come back.
Well, they certainly do, and especially if North can get a couple more before the game's over. North played pretty well there. They used the ball up across the back with a few short passes. Once they got the ball to the middle of the ground here, they kicked the ball long, they got in quickly, and I think that's the way to go and give them plenty of opportunities up there. Zitko's been in the right spot a couple of times, and that's exactly what you need to do on the forward line.
All of a sudden, a couple of one-on-one targets in the forward line, and North Geelong are winning them.
Yep.
So back in the middle with the umpire. Ball goes up again. Anderton Weiss gets a clear tap away. Scown overruns the footy, but he's backed up there by Ferguson with pace. Kicks it wide, and it's Zitko once again. Has taken the mark just inside the 50-metre arc. Flack looking for the short pass. Decides to kick it long, and he has gone long. It's going to end up in the goal square. Smith can't take the mark. Roberts concedes a behind. So it's 6-9, 45. North Geelong now lead. Thomson 5-11-41. Lex to Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. We've ticked past 26 minutes.
Armstrong with the ball at fullback.
Time for a long kick, I think, Jason.
We'll see how long he goes. He's got Anderton, Harriet, and also Feldman going to the outer side half-back flank. He goes in that direction, gives it everything he's got towards Harriet, over his head. There's Feldman, third in line. Off hands, Harriet's there. Needs somebody in support. Handball came back off Rowe. Now Dowie tries to get around. Handball chopped off. Friars, 40 metres and closing. Right foot kick. High to the square. Greed with a sit over the back. Arms. Oh, Greed. Just went a little bit further than Armstrong expected, I think, and Greed stood there and took it easily. And we'll shoot for goal from the goal line. And should have no troubles in putting North Geelong's 7th goal on the board. So Troy Greed.
Oh,
Jeez, it's a fair angle, isn't it?
He took it fairly close to the goal post. It's probably almost the right angle.
He has gone back on the Glenn McGrath run-up though too, mind you. He's back in the left forward pocket.
I think he knows a bit about the caper.
You better kick it now, Laurie. After he said that, he comes in, and he does.
He's been a handy player for him.
Now he puts it through to his first. For North Geelong, they're 7th. They go to 7-9-51. They lead. Thomson 5-11-41. Lex to Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. 27.5 minutes played.
Well, Thomson perhaps appear a little shell-shocked at the moment, Laurie, so they need to do some regrouping.
Yeah, they certainly do, Eric. North Geelong have made every opportunity, haven't they? They're making something out of nothing there. They're forcing the ball to drop away from the packs, and they're swooping on it.
Well, I think
Fries did very well there to get in and get that football and got the ball on.
I think the last couple of minutes, perhaps Weiss has taken a bit of control of these centre ball-ups.
Oh, look, I've been watching him closely all day, Eric. He's been rucking beautifully, actually. You watch where Scown and those guys are. They run right beside him. He pushes the footy down there at him.
So the ball up once again, and Weiss knocks it forward to the advantage of North Geelong. Long handball from Rowe to Friars. Off a step, Friars to full forward. Oh, Greed almost took the mark, but it's picked up by Paul Smith, and he hooks it around on the left foot, and Smith has kicked his second for the afternoon, and all of a sudden the North Geelong side have opened a gap here. 8 goals, 9-57. They lead Thomson 5-11-41. Lex to Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 28.5 minutes gone. And they've kicked 4 goals in the last 7 minutes.
Yeah, and most of the players are going over to Weesey to give him a bit of encouragement, because the work came from him. He was a little bit predictable early, but he's just changed his game since half-time. He's rucked very nicely.
The other fellow we've been speaking of quite a bit is in there at the moment at the centre ball-ups is Michael Rowe.
Yes.
Had a hand in that one.
Yes, I think he's an on-baller, Eric.
No doubt about that.
Back to the middle. Lowther having a run in the ruck for Thomson. He goes up against Weiss. Neither get an effective tap. Now O'Connor. Handballs to McLeod coming off the wing. Oh, partly smothered kick though. Cranage got it to Weiss. The big man from centre half forward. Tries to drill it short to Flack. Will shoot for goal from 50 metres out directly in front.
But he needs capabilities from there, wouldn't it?
That's a short pass for Simon Flack, isn't it?
His kick hasn't been so flash today, I don't reckon.
No, that's it. Build him up, Laurie.
One from about 70 wasn't real bad.
Build him up, Laurie.
Yeah,
on his day, he's almost as good a kick as Sabali Armstrong.
Will have no trouble with the distance. 50 metres out. Baxter stands the mark. He comes in now. This for 5 goals in 8 minutes. He comes in. Good kick for distance. Just get around a little bit, Troy Greed says. It doesn't. It stays out there and through for one behind.
This was a nice kick off the boot.
So they get a 8-10-58 North Geelong. Thomson 5-11-41. Lex the Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 30 minutes played.
So Armstrong now to kick in again as Scown hobbled off. Armstrong now straight down the middle of the ground. It's going to land in the middle in the arms of Troy Feldman. Wonderful kick and well read by Troy Feldman. Thomson need a goal before three-quarter time against the Breeze. Feldman now kicks it over the centre. The Breeze holding that one up to centre half forward. The men in front are all North Geelong. Comes to Stolk at the front of the pack. He's wrapped up and the umpire has called for the ball. And between centre and centre half forward for Thomson, the umpire will put the ball in the air. Big pack of players around the umpire as the ball goes up. Well, Weiss forced out by body there from Anderton, picking the footy up for North Geelong, going towards centre wing. Well, Urquhart went one-handed. I think might have been paid interference because there was an arm across his face as he went for the mark. Hasn't gone back on the mark very far. Terrible kick, and all North Geelong at the drop of the footy. Going to come forward. Feldman can't get to it. Players really hard at it in there as Bowman for North Geelong. He's over the top of it. Somebody else holding their head. They're going in pretty hard in the packs there. And it's Chris Barnett. He's had a few knocks today, Chris. So the umpire, half forward flank for Thomson. Ball in the air. Anderton gets a tap down on this occasion. Comes out to Hood. Quick handball to Nankervis. Quick handball to O'Connor. He's handballed it to... well, I don't know who he's looking for, but they've turned it over now, and Ferguson with his pace, he's away.
He's
has
away.
A bounce.
Take it home, son.
He's run a long way, kicks it long into the forward area.
Oh!
Almost a mark. Zitkar runs onto the footy. He's in the goal square on his own. Only got to kick it off the ground.
Couldn't pick it up.
And couldn't pick it up. So it's a rush behind to the North Geelong side. An opportunity gone begging there for North. However,
Chris Baxter.
8-11-59 North Geelong. They lead Thomson 5-11-41. Lex the Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 32 minutes gone.
Roberts is in trouble too as he comes off the ground. Armstrong kicks in, looking for Lowther outside 50, takes the mark in front of Rowe. He's got Harriet along the line. He chips the ball towards O'Connor. It's okay. There is the siren as Roberts runs towards the bench. And it is three-quarter time. And at three-quarter time, it is North Geelong 8-11-59. They lead Thomson 5-11-41 by 18 points at the final change. In that quarter, Thomson managed 5 behinds. North Geelong managed 6 goals, 5. The goal kickers for the Magpies, 2 each to Michael Rowe, Paul Smith and Mario Zitko. Singles to Troy Greed and Chris Barnett. While for Thomson, 2 to Marcus Forbes. Singles to Josh Okoli, Troy Feldman and Tim Gardner. We'll see what Thomson are made of in the final term as they kick with the breeze against North Geelong. It's 8-11-59 the Magpies, the Tigers 5-11-41. We'll take a break, come back with a final quarter action of our Matchday Live coverage this afternoon on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.